everybody, welcome back. This is Kim. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be a quick one, just basically summarizing yesterday's Doordash and Grubhub fun that I had. I went out for a really long time, which is rare for me. I don't normally go out for so long. But last week I hardly did any dashing or grubhubbing. Or grubbing, I've been calling it. I don't know what the actual term is. But I have, last week was just super busy, so I didn't get to do too much. So I wanted to make some money, so I went out yesterday. So anyways, before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. That'd be so awesome. I hit 100 subscribers, and I'm really excited about that. Let's keep going. Anyways, yeah, so let's move on here. Okay, so I had a long day. I don't usually go out for so long, like I said, and I really had nothing going on yesterday, and I just decided I was going to go out and do what I could do. So I was there out actively dashing and grubhubbing for 7.5 hours, from 10:15 in the morning till 3:15. I went home for a little bit and then went back out from 5 to 7:30. So it was a long day, but I'm going to go over the orders that I got and tell you how much I made, and it was decent. I was actually surprised. When I tried to get a Grubhub block earlier in the week, I was unable to get any morning slots. I ended up only getting like a 1:30 to 3, I think, and a 5 to 6:30 or something like that. So I was a little concerned that I wouldn't get much Grubhub. But then the day of, some other blocks opened, so I was able to grab some other ones. I did both apps simultaneously, Doordash and Grubhub, but I only do a delivery for each one. So like if I get a Grubhub, then I don't do another one, and I don't do a Doordash until I'm done with that Grubhub, that sort of thing. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going to kind of go through the orders, not really in order. I'm going to do the Doordash ones first and then the Grubhub ones after, just because I think it makes more sense that way. You're still going to see them all. It's just they're not going to be in actual chronological order. Okay, started off with this one to the deli, Pickles Deli. It was 2 items, 4.3 miles, $11.50. I'm thinking, okay, it was great. So this was earlier in the morning, so they don't usually back up, and orders are usually ready, and sure enough they were. I walked in, it was right there on the table, and I dropped it off, and oh my goodness, I had a hidden tip of 50 cents. I still don't get the reasoning behind hiding 50 cents, but whatever. Anyhow, $5 base pay plus a $7 tip, and then I get this error. You're outside your delivery zone. Navigate back to increase your chances of finding orders. This person, you can see where they live right here. There's restaurants right here. There's restaurants like right over here. I don't understand how they've created these new zones, and it's kind of irritating because I'm not very far from these other restaurants that are Doordash restaurants. Anyways, whatever. Moving on. So that was my $12 with a 50-cent hidden tip. And then here's a couple more. I did a quick McDonald's. I don't mind McDonald's. I know a lot of people hate it. Maybe I'm just lucky, but I don't know. I never have to wait more than a minute or two. They're usually bagging it up when I go in there. Sometimes it's already bagged up. This was a pretty short delivery, 2.8 miles. It wasn't 2.8 miles. I mean, it was pretty close to McDonald's. So it was, maybe 2.5 miles, whatever. Anyways, $9. $4 base pay, tip $5. Then here's the Nook. 4 items, 7.2 miles for $12.25. 7.2 miles. It wasn't 7.2 to the person, because I was over here, which is probably about maybe 3 miles to the Nook, and then from the Nook to this person was probably only about 4 miles. And I needed to get back to where all the restaurants were anyways, so I would have gone towards where the Nook is anyways. So anyways, advertised at $12.25 and ended up with $16.75, a $5.75 base pay and $11 tip. So that was nice. Okay, and then we've got here Si Casa. So that was a 4 items, 3.5 miles, $11. It was, believe it or not, ready. This place is never ready early, but it was ready early. So I picked up the food, delivered it, no problems. And look, a 50-cent hidden tip again. Woohoo! So exciting. Okay, and then here's the Habit. This one was not ready, but I did get there about 10 minutes early, so I had to wait probably close to 10 minutes. It was advertised at $12.75 for 6.6 miles. It ended up being $14.25, so I did get an extra, $1.50 or so. So that was nice. I don't know, these hidden tips are funny, but whatever. Okay, so then, like I said, these are not in exact order because there's some Grubhubs mixed in here, but I took a Cheesecake Factory for $21.75 for 13.8 miles. Now, I wasn't that close to Cheesecake Factory. I was probably 3 or 4 miles from that, but I did want to go to the mall, so this helped me get to the mall. I was hoping for a double. I didn't get a double, but and it was probably around 8 miles to the customer's house, which is the very, very tip top of Oak Park, which is not quick to get to, but that's okay. I took it, and I had a little bit, 75 cents extra tip thrown in there, which was silly, but whatever. So $22.50 for that. And, it probably took me a good 40 minutes round trip, by the time we picked up the food and got to this house. Anyways, then Wood Ranch we got, which was right back up to where this house was, very close. little bit south or whatever. I'm not sure if this is actually north, but a little bit closer. But Wood Ranch, their food's kind of expensive, so I was hoping for an added tip, and I did get one. So that was $19.25 for that one. And this one we did have to wait about 10 minutes for the food for this one. My husband was with me for these. Okay, so I didn't do a screenshot for this one, but it was Sadaf Indian restaurant. These people are so nice. Offer was for $13.25 and maybe 3 miles, not very far from this restaurant. And we were not far from the restaurant when we got the order, so that was good. Anyway, so it was offered at $13.25. We got $18.50, so there's another added tip. So $6.50 base pay and $12 tip, which was very nice. Another Cheesecake Factory. This one was $12.25, 6.7 miles, 5 items. I thought this would be a higher tip, but it was a little bit higher, but this was an expensive order. I was expecting more, but that's okay. This was still fine. But it didn't go too terribly far. So anyways, $5.75 base pay, $8.50 customer tip for $14.25. It was promised at $12.25, so an extra $2 there. Okay, those were all the Doordashes. Here's the Grubhubs. Like I said, these were interspersed among those DoorDash deliveries, but I just put them all on one page. Instead of doing the offers, I thought it would be more interesting to see the breakdown of the pay. So, like this IHOP for example, $16.41, $8.44 was a tip, which is pretty good for Grubhub. $6.12 for my time, $1.85 for mileage, 6.17 miles. Grubhub does not give you the mileage. When they give you the order, you have to just kind of figure it out by looking at the map. So that sometimes can be a little tricky. But anyways, that was fine. So this was a good one. And then another McDonald's, $5.62 for time, $2.57 for mileage. This one was 8 miles. I took this one because I wanted to get over on the other end of town, and this basically paid me to go the other side. So that was good. Here's a Lazy Dog, $6.63 for time, $96 for mileage. This was about 3 miles, and $7.50 tip, which is good, especially for lunchtime. That's a pretty decent one. $15.09. Here's Grab a Green. This one probably shouldn't have taken. This one took a long time. Didn't pay very much. $7.31 for time, $2.23 for mileage, and $1 tip. But it was okay. This one I grabbed accidentally, actually, but it ended up being fine. It went in the opposite direction that I wanted to go, but it was fine. So $7.41 for time, $1.94 for mileage, and a $4 tip. And this restaurant is kind of annoying because sometimes they take a really long time to get the food ready, but I took a chance, and this time it was good. I only had to wait like a minute or two. $7.09 for the time, $3.12 for the mileage, and a $4 tip. And then we had Lazy Dog, which was $14.77 total, $8.11 for delivery pay for the time, and $2.66 for mileage, and a $4 tip. So I did decent. This was what I did the entire day. Grubhub totaled $95.81. DoorDash totaled $148.50. So my grand total was $254.31. And if I divide that by the 7.5 hours that I was out there, that's approximately $33.90 per hour, which is good. My goal is to get over 30 an hour. So there we go. We're over 30 an hour. Now, mileage was a little higher than I probably would normally go, but yeah, it was a good night, good day. I made some money, made up for all the days that I kind of didn't go out, and yeah, so it's possible to make over $30 an hour. There's my proof. This was a Sunday, not even a very busy Sunday. So anyways, I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you next time.